The day that I witnessed the ultrasound-guided abortion, I didn't know that it was going to be a significant day. It seemed like a pretty normal abortion day for us. We had a visiting abortionist come in that day. We were trying him out to see if we wanted to put him on our permanent rotation of physicians. He owns a private practice. Him and his wife work at that private practice. And he had told me a couple weeks before when I was talking to him that he did a different type of abortion procedure. And it was a type where he used ultrasound guidance. And it was something I'd never seen before. I was actually pretty interested in what he was talking about because he had told me that it was the safest type of abortion procedure for the woman because you're actually able to visualize what is happening in the uterus. My job during the procedure was actually to hold the ultrasound probe on the woman's belly during the procedure, and that way he would be able to see the ultrasound screen and to actually see the baby on the screen during the abortion. And I remember putting the probe on her belly and looking up at the screen and saw a perfectly formed side profile from head to foot of a baby on the screen. They did a crown rump measurement and found that the baby was 13 weeks. I remember one of the first thoughts I had was remembering that that picture on the ultrasound looked just like the picture that we had of my daughter Grace when I was about 12 weeks pregnant with her, and thinking that it looked very similar. And I kind of got a pit in my stomach, and I remember thinking, you know, I don't think this is going to be the great learning experience that I was hoping for. He then began the procedure. And I saw the cannula, which is the actual straw-like instrument that's hooked up to the suction. I saw that go into the woman's uterus, which I thought was interesting. I'd never seen that before. And the cannula actually began to probe the side of the baby, and nothing was happening. Women ask a lot of questions when they come in to have an abortion, and one of the questions that they ask probably most often is, will my baby feel this? And the scripted answer that Planned Parenthood gives to that question is, no, the fetus does not have any sensory development until 28 weeks. And so that was the scripted answer that I had given to hundreds and hundreds of women over and over again. And so that was the answer that I was replaying in my head over and over again as I was watching this. And as I was thinking about that answer, all of a sudden I saw the baby kind of jump. And it was as if the baby was moving away from the cannula. It didn't like what it was feeling on its side, and it wanted to get away from it. And I couldn't believe what I was watching, because I realized that all of that I had been told was a lie, and I couldn't help but think, what else was a lie? You know, what else was I believing that wasn't true? And I watched in horror. You know, it was like I didn't want to look at it, but I couldn't stop looking at it. And the woman on the table was very, you know, she was upset, she was in pain. I wanted to comfort her, but I couldn't stop looking at what was happening on the screen. And the physician asked for the technician to turn on the suction machine, and she did. And, you know, with every twist of that cannula, I could see, you know, the baby's body twisting and turning, and I couldn't believe what I was watching. And then within just a few moments, the screen was black and it was over. And I just thought, gosh, you know, that's it. I mean, that's choice. That's what I've been fighting for 8 years, you know. And I couldn't help but think of all of those women that I had lied to, not intentionally. I mean, I didn't mean to lie to them when they asked me, will my baby feel this? But I just thought, what if they had known the truth? You know, what if I had known the truth? I mean, if those women had known the truth, would it have made a difference? Because it mattered to them. You know, they asked for a reason, and I had just flat out lied to them. And I just couldn't help but think, what if they had known the truth? What if so many other people in our society actually knew the truth about abortion and what choice is actually doing to these children in the womb?